Hello everyone, this is Patricia from Pinky's World, and this week we're going to do a wee bit of messy crafting. We're going to make our own background. I didn't do a full sheet, but you can do this on a full sheet. It's very easy. I just want to cut it down for the camera, so I'll probably go that way. So I made it originally for my tags, and this is sort of tied into Hedgehog, so I've used the wee fence, but I'm not using the fence this time. I want to show you how I did all that other stuff around there, and we're going to actually use some embossing paste as well, just to add a wee bit of texture. So the stamp sets that I used for that was Timeless Arrangements. I used this wee one, I used these wee ones, I also used Gorgeously Made, which has a brilliant script stamp, which is just perfect. You can also use this. It adds a great effect as well. I didn't use it for that. I think I did on the other one. Yeah, this wee one here, I used it along here. So you can see the script stamp used again. They're great stamps for if you love this kind of messy crafting. And for these, I'm going to use, this is the 4 square decorative masks. And I'm going to use the box one, isn't it the one I used? Squares. Yes, and the tartan one as well. So we're using both of those. There is another two in there, Gorgeous Designs, very elegant. And this one is a wee bit less, which is great to put on top of those in a darker colour. So you can have good fun with those. They're really good value and very sturdy, easy to work with. So we're going to start with our background one, which will be this one. And you want to sort of set your stuff in place, so it's not going to move around too much. I'll maybe have to go the other way. I'm going to run out of room anyway. So set it up where you like it and use a wee bit of washi tape just to hold it in place while you're carrying on with it. I'm going to turn this light off because it's reflecting. Hope that's okay. So that should hold it in place for me, and we're going to do our background in Daffodil Delight is the colour that's on the go. I actually had Bumblebee. It's not available anymore, so I want to use it up for the likes of this crafting so it's not wasted. So ink up here. Look at that, it's beginning to go bad on it. It's getting old. You see the mark inside there? That's a sign your spongy part is beginning to rot, which is never good, but it happens. So we're going over this in the background just to give us that nice checkered look. So you decide yourself how strong you want your colour, or whatever colour you're using. Maybe you want a pale colour. You don't want to go too dark in the background because you are going to add lots of stamping stuff over the top of it. So just be aware of that. But if you make a big A4 page, you could get a couple of cards out of it and maybe a few tags. And it's very, very relaxing to do. If you're a bit stressed out, take it out on your ink pads. So I think I'm happy enough with that. It's sort of all turned yellow on. And you can add more colour to your edges whenever you've chopped it up to use on whatever you're going to use it. I've went round in the deep orange with the brush, just going around the edges to pick up that colour. So we can take this off. And you can see it has given it a lovely effect. Really nice background. So these just wash by rinsing them under the water tap. There's, it's no big deal at all. It happens easily and quickly. So we're going to add some of our deep orange. So again, stick it in place with your washi tape. And we'll go in with pumpkin pie this time. So we'll swap over to our orange brush. And I'm I'm going to pick areas, not doing it all, maybe pick the 4 central areas. It was different when I was making just a tag shape. I knew exactly where I wanted it. At this stage I'm not sure what I'm going to be using it for, so I'm just going to add some depth here and there. And it's up to you how deep you want to go. If you don't want it real deep orange, just tap it off and you'll get a lighter version, as you can see. So I'm just going to go with 4 areas with this, and then we'll build it up and see what happens. Now at this stage you could add some of your paste. You can see it's nice gooey stuff. I'm going to use an old Mapleland card and get it in there. Actually, I have a lollipop stick. I have a lollipop stick here that I can scoop it out a bit easier. And you want to keep that out of the air as much as possible. Just close it up when you're not actually using it. I'm going to spread this a wee bit here. Again, I am no expert at this. I just enjoy it, having a wee bit of fun. So I'm going to add some here and there. Scrape off any excess until you're happy with what you've covered. If you want to add more, just squish it in there. I'm going to put this back. I know it's a bit dirty looking, but I'll use it. Waste not, want not. It's too dear to be throwing it in the bin. Again, this will wash off too if you get to your sinking time. It should wash off no bother. Again, seal that up nice and tight. Put these out of the way and we're going to lift it. And you can see that lovely texture. Now, because we need this to dry, I'm going to blow dry it with the heat tool. Normally, you just maybe wait overnight and come back and have another play tomorrow. We're not able to do that, so I'm just going to give it a quick scooch with this. Just dry it off quickly. It does cause it to bubble a wee bit because it's drying a wee bit too fast, you know, but it doesn't do it any harm. It actually makes the texture stand up a wee bit. That's not too bad. I don't want to go overboard. I'm going to dry the back of it now to get our shape back again. Now, that's not too bad. Cheers, not. I'll probably use this particular, oh baby, that just fell down the back of that. I'll probably use it for tags, most likely. So we're going to start doing a bit of stamping now. I want to start with this nice script stamp. This is the way it goes here. It's really cool. I think it's lovely, you know. So I'm going to go in with it in maybe this soft suede. Stick to the browns and yellows and oranges. I may add a bit of black and I'm going to add a bit of red. So just stamp that up. I know this is a nuisance, a wee small one, but I'm using it till it dies. So decide where you want the script. I'm going to put it here. You could actually get a shadow one probably off that. Yeah, just adds a nice wee bit of texture over here. It's really just about playing. Just go in and there's no rules. You just decide where you would like it to go. Maybe come off a bit. Get another wee one under it with the lighter version. And just do that. Don't fill up all the spaces because you have other wee stamps that we want to get in there. That is, I love that. I've been after one of these for ages. So I'm glad I got that set. It really adds some something nice about it. It's like real media, you know. Well, I'll do one more wee bit here and then probably in that corner. And I think that'll maybe one here. I never know when to stop, unfortunately. Go in the center. Right, stop, Patricia, that's it. So where are we now? I want to add some more, maybe the wee circles in red for a wee bit of depth to lift it all. Oops, you can see it begin to build up nicely. Turn that up. Remember to turn your stamp, don't always keep it in the one direction. And bear in mind this will be chopped up for a card and a tag maybe. I mean, you could add many more stamps depending on what you have in your stash as to what you want to add. Here. I think we'll leave that, it's building up nicely. So we're going to do these wee ones, that's out of one of those stamps as well. I think I'll just go in the brown with it. Maybe I'll go the yellow. It's not dark enough, we'll go in with black. Well, it's not too bad, cheers not. Might add some of the brown as well, just. I'm sure you're shouting at me, do this, do that, but I'm going with the fairies now. I think I'm going to go with the darker colour now. Yeah, that's nice. So anywhere you think is a bit sparse, plug some things in it. And I love the way it goes over the top of the embossing and changes, you know. So this is when you need to share it out with the stuff. I don't know, I think I'm happy enough with that. Maybe one over here. What do you think? I think I'm going to stop. So if you'd cut your size to what you needed for your project, and you decided you want to go in, then you can add dark brown, or I'll just do this corner to show you because there's nothing much down there anyway. But you can see once you go in that, it adds a lovely lush corner to it and fills in any gaps. It really changes it all up without you having to do too much work, you know. So that will be just brought the whole way around, and if I chop it up, I'll finish off, you know, if I chop here, I'm going to do the orange down here. And it's so easy. These brushes were from Amazon. That was before Stampin' Up! Decided to do brushes. So they now have large ones and mini ones, and they are apparently very good. So I don't know what the prices of them are because I didn't need to buy any. But you can check them out and compare them. Don't buy ones from Temu. Apparently the ones from Temu, somebody had bought them and they fell to bits. The first time they hit the ink, there was bits of hair stuck in them and cheap necks. So be careful what you buy out there. Right, I think I'm finished. I will chop that down and probably use it as a panel and a card and a tag. But in the meantime, have a wee go. Get whatever stamp set you have. Because like I just used the embossing powder and the embossing paste in the centre of that one. I went around the edges of it with brown, and then I added my wee images. This one is more or less the same as this. Again, over the top, you can set your central back over the top of your embossing and colour it a different colour if you want with your inks. You have so many possibilities, and it's just fun. There's no strict rules. There's no, oh, I got it wrong. There is no such thing as wrong in mixed media. Just turned my screen off there, sorry. But that is it. That's me finished. I'll write below exactly what I used in case anybody's interested, and I'll catch us again soon. Thanks for watching now. Bye.